Hi, how much does UCaaS cost? That's the question of today's video. And the short answer it depends. Don't you hate it when people tell you that? Say, how much does it cost? I don't know, it depends. But it actually does depend. But bear with me in this video. I want to make you an expert in unified communications pricing in just 3 or 4 minutes. My name is Tim Conti. I work for a consultancy I started called Cloud Trusted Advisor. I've been in the technology industry for the last 27 years. And within those 27 years, 15 years is working directly for the providers you see on the screen. I've worked exclusively in unified communications for 15 years for both the industry market leaders as well as some of the niche providers you might not have heard of. So I really can offer you a behind the scenes kind of more vendor look in this industry. While as I during my tenure at CDW Corporation, while I was there, we perfected a way to price out these vendors, and we developed a process that'll help you get from A to B. A currently is your on-prem phone system, or maybe you're on a cloud solution today and just have a bad experience. You need a new one. But we helped individuals or organizations like you evaluate the providers, implement, and adopt the solution. But for today's video, we're going to talk specifically about pricing. This is a real world example of pricing and a very competitive bid where in an ethical manner we pit these providers or vendors against each other to get you the best value in the market. Not necessarily the lowest price. You got to be careful here. This is still your communications. It's how your clients are reaching you, how you're reaching your clients. You don't want to make a bad decision just based on price. Not saying that you would, but you'd be surprised some of our clients do. So what we have for you here today is this is based on around 829 users or employees is what this made up. And I'll show you the tool of how we even got to these vendors here in a minute. It's actually a pretty cool story and a very cool tool that we give you access to that we don't charge for. That's going to save you a ton of time. But if you look at 829 users here, you can see what really stands out. It's like, wow, why is Zoom so cheap compared to the others? Now, this was probably round three pricing. And in this particular case, Zoom, this is a Berkshire Hathaway company that we did this for. And Zoom had preferred pricing. So when you ask, what does UCaaS cost? On the low end, you're talking about $10 per user per month, sometimes even a little bit lower if you're a large organization. That includes local long distance calling, 50 plus features, video, everything that you'd expect in a unified communication solution. So on the low end of $10, up at a high end of around $40. And on average, these vendors came in and around 14, 15 bucks per user per month. Zoom was around $8 or $9. We have been recommending Zoom Phone for a lot of our customers of late because of the simplicity, the ease of use, as well as the price points being extremely competitive. So in this particular case, now when we helped the Berkshire Hathaway company with this process, as we got through it, all of these providers were willing to come down closer to Zoom in the $11 or $10,000 or $11,000 per month range. But we were able to also negotiate 6 months worth of free service as part of this. That's how we helped this client out. We also were able to roll in white glove implementation services directly from Zoom. All these vendors will tell you how easy it is to deploy unified communications. Yeah, to turn up a license, it is really easy. But when we talk about integrating the phone system, the cloud system into your overhead paging system, setting up your auto attendants, your IVR, your routing, that stuff's not as easy. And a lot of our clients benefit from being able to have us as their trusted advisor, and then also use the on-site resources to roll this out where appropriate. Since we have a little bit of time, this gives you a sense. So just recap again, what does UCaaS cost? Low end, 10 bucks a seat. High end, 30, 40 bucks a seat, which we don't really see that anymore. When I was selling this 15 years ago, it was 50 bucks a seat. Competition has really made these vendors better. from a customer service standpoint, and with competition's lower pricing for you, which is a benefit for you. And we have real time price data. That's what's different. Nothing against the Gartner Magic Quadrant or some of the other reports that are out there, but we're doing real world implementations and real world pricing exercises for our customers, getting you the best value, not necessarily the lowest price, but the best value. If you bear with me, I'm going to show you one other thing that I think you'll find extremely valuable, and it's what we use for the Berkshire Hathaway company. But we've got a tool that will save you a ton of time, so you don't have to research these providers on your own. You'll find the sales reps that are in this industry that represent these providers. Nothing against them. I was them at one point before I jumped on the other side of the table and sat on your side of the table. I was also a subject matter expert for unified communications at CDW Corporation, an $18 billion VAR. And we really had to help and find a way to scale and help customers make decisions quicker, but with information that's relevant to you, your situation. It's not a one size fits all approach in this unified communications market. These providers are all a little bit different. And the key is we are experts on what that differentiation is. And more importantly, we're experts at understanding what your business outcomes you're looking to get and then matching you with the right provider. So let me show you what I'm talking about. One, we're interested in where your end users are going to be because this service usually is deployed over the internet. So let's say you have users in Europe and in North America. We'll check those boxes. Let's say you've got some phones maybe that you made an investment in and you want to try to reuse the handsets because that's the only equipment that you need in the cloud, and you actually don't even need handsets. You can do everything via your computer, via your iPhone, iPad, etc., or your Android. But let's say that you are moving from a cloud provider or have an investment in Polycom phones and you don't want to ditch them, you want to reuse them. We'll check that box. Connecting your CRM is critical. You want to connect your customer data to your cloud-based phone system. It's going to make you support your end customers better by having visibility when they call in, doing things like screen pop so you know who's calling into your organization. We'll choose Salesforce as one of the more popular ones. Provider productivity app integration. All these providers include productivity integration, but a lot of clients have got a big investment in Microsoft. So let's say you want to integrate with Microsoft Teams, we'll check that one. And let's say you're in an industry that requires a level of compliance. You need a vendor that makes you compliant in your particular industry. We'll choose PCI. And what we do there is we generate this matrix. And wow, look at this. What we've done is essentially saved you months of time and effort not having to research these providers on your own. What you normally do is you Google something, might have been how you found me. And then from there, you might go down a rabbit hole with these vendors and you're going to meet some sales reps who are completely biased on their particular solution. We tell you what the real story is around these vendors. What we have here is now I've entered in what would be your opportunity criteria, means it's your environment. And then we rank these providers based on their ability to fulfill that requirement. And then what we do is we use kind of our knowledge of the market, being in and out of it every single day, to eliminate some providers that we know that look good on paper but aren't doing a good job for their particular for the companies they support. They're not doing a great job in customer service standpoint. But these are the folks that are kind of shortlisted. There's some that aren't showing up that we would recommend, but this is a great place to start. And then in addition to that, we've got 27 different evaluation criteria. All your research has been done for you. There's nothing that's not included in this report. What compatible handsets they have, what do they do for compliance? Do they have a contact center solution that they can layer over the top? What's their CRM? What's their differentiation? What's their pricing? All this. Imagine how long this would take you to pull this information together. We recently presented this to a director of IT, and he could not believe. He's like, wow, what you just did in 60 seconds would take my team months of research and hard work. And what we know about IT is you don't have time to do appropriate research. You don't have time to do your homework. You're focused on keeping your network from being breached, cyber attacks, keeping the lights on, you name it. We know what it's like to be in IT. And this process we've used for hundreds, this tool we've used for hundreds of customers just like you to help you with your unified communications journey. If you schedule a 30-minute call with us, I will run through your information, plug it into this tool, and I will send you the report while we're on the phone. No charge. We want to help you make an informed decision for unified communications. We're super passionate about the space. We're super passionate about helping solve problems in IT. And this problem we're solving right here is helping you avoid a mistake, eliminating risk, helping you choose the right provider, and then offering an amazing collaboration, unified communications experience that your coworkers and your end users you support are going to wish you did this sooner. That's going to be the only regret. So book a call. We'll run through your information. Also, too, if you don't want to go to this stage yet and you're in a different stage, maybe you've gotten some pricing and you just want to talk about the different vendors and who's doing what, we're happy to do that as well. Thanks. Talk to you soon.